Hello and welcome to this episode of Packet Tracer. In this episode, we want to navigate the physical workspace, so let's get started. Remember that the physical workspace is a physical representation of your topology. In the physical workspace, we have a few levels of navigation. Here I am in the Intercity, and let me go to the navigation panel. As you can see here in the navigation panel, I have the ability to navigate to different levels of physical workspace. We have different levels such as Intercity, City, Building, and Wiring Closet, and I can jump to each one of them directly from here. For example, I want to jump to Main Wiring Closet, so I can go and jump. Now here I am in the Main Wiring Closet. You can see that my current location is displayed in here. Now let's go back. Using this button, we will go back a few levels up to the Intercity level once again. We can use this navigation tool, or we can use click on each of the objects to navigate through them and navigate back using this button. Here I am in the Intercity level, and I can create some new objects such as a new city. Now I've created a new city, and in here I want to create a new building as well, so I can create a building as well. Remember that I can create a city inside an Intercity, but I cannot create a city inside a building because the volume of the city is way too bigger than the office building and it will not fit. So in the physical workspace, we also have a sense of volume for each object. Now let's move this office building to the city. We can use this move tool to move this office building to city. Here's home city, which is this one, and city, which is this one, but I want to move it to the city, so now it's moved to the city. You can see that I have the office building here in the city. Let's go back and maybe change the name of the city to something more specific, such as New York City, so that it's more specific. I can move back this building once again to the Intercity level using the move object once again. Once I click this tool and click on the object, move it to Intercity, and now it's moved to Intercity once again. We also have the ability to apply grid on each level of the physical workspace, such as Intercity, City, Building, and if we have any generic containers, we can apply grid on any of them, any of the physical views. And we can also select the color for the grid. Let me select a nice color such as red, and let's go and apply, and the grid should be applied by now. We forgot to select these views. We need to select for each one of these views the grid that we want to be applied. Now if I click OK, the grid is applied here in this level and also the other levels that we specified. We don't have the ability to apply a grid in the main wiring closet. Let's go and turn off the grid. We also have the ability to change the background for each of these objects. Maybe for the New York City, I want to go to inside the New York City and I want to change the background for this object. Let's browse to my computer. I have a picture here, and select the picture and apply, and as you can see now the picture is applied to this view. Now let's go one level back, and as you can see the representation has also changed, which looks very nice and beautiful. Let's go to the logical workspace and create a few devices. Here we have the networking devices, so if I create any of these networking devices such as routers and switches and hubs, and I want to create a few non-networking devices such as PC or server or a laptop. Now let's head to physical workspace and see how they are created in the physical workspace. Corporate office, As you can see that the devices that are not rack mountable, they are created in the corporate office. But if I go to the main wiring closet, the devices that are rack mountable, they are created inside the rack. Let's zoom in. You can see the switch, the router, they're all created inside the rack. We also have the ability to create more devices directly here in Physical Workspace. Let's create another router. This is an industrial router, maybe a simple router. You can see that we can create the devices directly here in the Physical Workspace. We can also create end devices directly here in the main wiring closet, but for them to be able to fit, you need to have a table, and as you can see, the table was created automatically for me. I have the ability to create additional tables here using this button. Now I want to place a laptop on the other table. The cabling and making connections in Physical Workspace works the same as the Logical Workspace. So let's see how it works here in the main wiring closet. If I zoom in a little bit more and I go to the connections and I select a cable, now I can select one of the ports in here and one of the ports on the switch. Now this connection is created for me. Let's go and head back to the other views. Here I am in the corporate office and I can make a connection in here too. And that's it for this episode, everyone. I hope this has been informative for you, and I would like to see you in the next episodes. Stay tuned.